so strong, and that helps him down low.
And here's Todd outside. Clark grabs the board.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Pass to Bane. Launches a three. Rebounded by Butler. The Warriors have gone 1 for 3 so far. Here's Green. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
We know Green prefers to work up close. He loves getting those high percentage looks.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Thanks. Yeah, Golden State's head coach and I were able to chat. They were concerned with Jaren Jackson Jr. on both ends of the floor. Coach saying defensively, Triple J covers so much space, a blocking machine. And on the other side of the ball, Jaren has serious skill for a man of his size. He's a tough game plan for us. Jaren Jackson Jr., a two-way menace. Brian?
Thank you for that, Allie. Pass to Wells. The three. Can't get his first shot of the game to fall.
I can't believe he missed that three. Regardless, that's not a shot the defense should be giving him.
Curry passes to Todd. A chance there to take the lead, but a miss. Memphis has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. And we're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. And there's the whistle. The illegal screen is the call.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today. But you can't make it that obvious.
Russell Westbrook, he's checked in for Memphis.
Well, he certainly had trouble finding the mark this quarter.
Curry against Morant. And it's a big finish right on Draymond Green. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, Morant's got to get himself in that dunk contest. I mean, look at that.
There's the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, capturing the moment. Rim protection and shooting, so important. Jaren Jackson Jr. has both of those skills, Stan.
Yeah, and look, Brian, it's rare to find guys who can do both of those things. Shot blocker at the rim and stretch the defense at the other end. Guys like that are hard to come by.
He's been a defensive player of the year. Maybe we'll see him in the three-point contest one day. Aldama's checked in for Jackson. The Warriors have gone just 3 for 7 here at the start. Deflected!
Using that near 7-foot frame, Aldama says not today.
Outside for Butler. Shot clock at 5. And here's Todd outside. Knocks it down from distance. Todd's got 10 points.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Aldama outside. Back to Morant. And the Warriors pushing it up now. And Kuminga throws it down.
Well, with all eyes on Butler, guys get open because of his ability to score the ball.
Westbrook, the pass to Clark. Pass to Morant. Can they get it? And then Morant with the dunk.
I'll tell you, he is so tough to keep down once he gets near that rim.
Yeah, he can get up even a few notches higher. Here's Post. Driving to the basket. Yep, count it. He's got 12.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Now Morant, coming off a solid outing against Dallas. And here's Westbrook from the arc. And that does it for the first quarter. Warriors ahead. They're up by 5. And quarter number 2 will get up.
Hey, yo, help him out, man.
Checked in for the Warriors. Todd comes in for Moody. The Grizzlies making a switch here. Kuminga plays the 4 with Draymond sliding up to the 5. Stephen Curry is out there with Todd, and it's Podziemski in at the 3, the small forward. So that's the group out there for Golden State. Westbrook, the pass to Jackson. And it falls. 2 for 3 from the field so far.
Showing some muscle on that finish. Jackson Jr. doesn't get thrown off balance easily.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, T in the last outing against the Clippers delivered quite a performance. He dropped 50 points, and he's a tremendous three-point shooter. We saw that again last game. And just a huge game for him. His coaches would love to see him do it again. Guys?
Outstanding, thanks. Impressive ability to carry his team to victory, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., I was really impressed. They wouldn't have won the game if it wasn't for his attacking mindset and will to win.
Yeah, and we're likely to see them go to him early on. See if he can't replicate that performance.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
This one for 3. The Warriors pull it in. They're really clicking as a unit. Tonight, looking for their 11th straight win.
Well, I think they've found something. I like how they're executing. They're playing with a lot of energy. We'll see if they can keep it going.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Warriors.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
And also, the coaching staff has to love the hustle so far. Just playing with great energy, getting out and converting in transition. One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
And the Warriors making a change here. Russell has checked in. And growing up in California, Stan, when did you first fall in love with the game of basketball?
Well, Brian, my dad coached for a long time, and I just remember going to his practices and going to his games. I can't remember a time where I didn't love the game. Some guards are absolutely fearless working inside, and Morant very high on that list.
And Morant drops them both. You know, Coach, when you watch Ja Morant play, it's hard to think of anyone else as explosive as he is.
Yeah, Brian.
Oh, he packs it down!
That is incredible.
A reliable distributor, Russell will find ways to set his guys up.
Pass to Morant. Stolen by Russell. Here's Todd, guarded by Bane. Todd with the bucket. Todd's got 24.
Yeah, this quarter's all about him. He's just dominating at the offensive end.
Outside Bane, the 3 is up. Hits the trifecta.
You can't play lax defense on Bane because he's looking to shoot as soon as he catches it.
Here's Todd, guarded by Bane. Todd with the bucket. He's got 26.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
Pass to Wells. Back to Morant. It's stolen by Green. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Todd, coming off an unbelievable high-scoring game. Morant looking for an opening. Going inside. Ooh, Morant battling inside.
Well, it's just so tough to contain Morant. Even with the defender right into him, he is still able to score.
And here's Todd outside. No good. Would have counted had it gone. And so it's the Golden State Warriors in command with a 13-point lead at the end of the quarter. They've done a great job containing Westbrook. And with his explosiveness, that is not an easy task. We'll be back in a moment.
Well, I think for the Warriors, this team wants to do big things, Shaq-sized things. And I got to say, they're looking almost as dominant as Kenny.
Easy, big fella, but I got... Changing focus now to that first half. A brutal game so far for the Grizzlies.
To me, it starts with their effort. They have to become more active defensively to prevent easy look shot. Yeah, the only way to slow down a team with good scores is to disrupt their rhythm. Otherwise, you...
Thanks for joining us.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. On the court for the Grizzlies. Manning the backcourt, we'll see Morant and Payne. Brandon Clark out there with Jackson, and it's Wells in at the three. Curry passes to Todd. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Curry. Curry's got 3 assists tonight.
He drops yet another dive, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
And there's the lob. Clark, no good.
That's not a bad shot at all. It just didn't go in. Sometimes the process is right, and you still get a bad result.
Here's Payne. Second chance effort. They shoot again. And there it is for him. Clark's got his first points of the game.
And that's got to be a relief. Finally getting something to go here in the second half.
Here's Todd, guarded by Payne. Todd with the bucket.
He's been in total control offensively, and the defense has had no answers.
Jackson outside. Back to Morant. Clark with a screen on Curry. Pass to Jackson. With the fadeaway. No good off the back of the rim.
More often than not, he'll cash it in from that area. The defense might have done just enough to bother him.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Brian, the NBA draft is now split over 2 days. Commissioner Adam Silver said second-round picks have become increasingly important, and this allows teams more time between those picks, as well as a chance to reassess after the first round. Also, given the level of interest, it merited primetime coverage and exposure.
All right, Allie, thank you. It's been a hit.
Well, after 3 straight makes, that's their first miss of the half.
Here's Morant. That's basket number 6 in 8 tries.
Well, he's been able to find points, just not enough of them. They've got to string together some more buckets.
And now looking at the 2K leaderboard. Here's a view of which teams last year got after it with their shot blocking. The Grizzlies 4th.
Well, last season, this was a team that prided itself on protecting the rim. They were not an easy group to score on inside.
Grizzlies trail by 16. Jackson, the pass to Clark. Oh, Clark with the slam.
For a center, he's maybe undersized, but his ability to get in the air to make a play balances that out.
Todd with the bucket. Todd's got 9 points here in the second half.
He's been reliable from the floor, and that's reflected on the scoreboard.
To the middle. That one's good from Payne on the assist by Morant. Morant's got 3 assists tonight.
And now, almost all their points coming from the paint.
Well, Coach, one of the more electric players in the NBA, Ja Morant.
Yeah, that's for sure, Brian. High-flying, acrobatic at the rim, just a supreme athlete, and he is without a doubt one of the most exciting players this league has to offer.
1:49 left in the third quarter of the game. Had the space there, but it's offline. Here's Todd. Denied by Morant.
Well, that's the kind of energy they want to see from Morant, making an impact with his defense.
And the Warriors making a switch here. Kuminga's checked in. Russell Westbrook, he's checked in for Memphis. Nails it from 3. Todd's got 41.
Well, when you have a guy scoring like he is, you redraw every play to be about getting him the ball.
Westbrook, and a great assist by Morant as that one goes.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Here's Todd, pounded by Westbrook. The shot by Todd, no good. Grizzlies trail by 18. Westbrook taking his time here. Jackson with a screen on Curry. And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
Well, the league...
We played just over a minute here in the fourth. Westbrook with it. And he lays it up and in.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense, man.
Todd's out there with Brandon Pajemski. Then it's Moody. Then it's Kuminga. And it's Post in at the center position. That's the Warriors 5.
We've been watching him hold court out of the arc. Just an unforgettable performance tonight.
And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. Well, if you went into the lab and created the perfect wing, it might be Desmond Bane, Coach.
Well, Brian, this guy's so strong. He can guard bigger guys, and his three-point numbers are crazy. Desmond Bane well over a 40% three-point shooter for his career.
Jackson Davis is checked in for the Warriors.
Well, they wouldn't be in the position they're in without his contribution. He has tormented this defense tonight.
And it's Morant missing.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
And here's Todd outside. Another three for Golden State.
In today's game, you can never afford to get beat in the three-point battle.
Memphis has gone 0 for 3 here in the fourth. Jackson, the pass to Wells. Outside Bane. And here's Jackson. Left side Morant. Clock at 6. Jackson Davis grabs the miss. The Warriors have gone 5 of 8 from the... And it's good! He hits another one!
Well, he's been firing on all cylinders, and the defense just helpless to keep up.
And this gives him the third most 50-point games in league history. That's some elite company.
Yeah, sitting between Jordan and Kobe. And when those are your peers, you're doing all right.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jonathan Kuminga. That's foul number 2 for him. Stan, there are lots of loud arenas in the NBA. What was the toughest place for you to win?
Well, Brian, it was against whoever had the best players on the other side.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
The Warriors have gone 6 for 9 here in the fourth quarter. And here's Todd outside. Another shot. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. That's on Brandon Clark. And a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
Well, look, you have to be able to count on energy and effort every night, and they're showing a lot of it with this transition buckets.
Also, lots of hustle on the offensive end, following shots and creating tons of second-chance opportunities.
D'Angelo Russell, he's checked in for Moody. And he knocks down the first one. Moody's checked in for the Warriors. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Golden State has gotten 4 of 7 three-pointers to fall in the fourth. Todd with the bucket.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
Anything you can do, I can do better. That one felt a little personal right there.
Well, and as a fan of the game, you have to love these back and forth moments.
And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Warriors.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every phase of this game, Grant.
B.A., it's almost hard to think what didn't go well for them. Their plan, their execution, everything was absolutely on point.
And this will push their total wins for the year up to 11.
Yeah, this is far from the last word in the season series. Still 3 more meetings between them and plenty of motivation to square things up.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for T.
So impressed with his performance today. He was confident, he was composed, and the defense just didn't know how to adjust.
Pass to Wells. Left side Bain. Jackson for 3. And the three-pointer goes.
A strong three-point shooter. Jackson Jr. responds.
Three-pointer. And good! There's another!
I mean, he has all the tools and all the desire.
Now tied for second most 60-point games. What a career he's had. They have really been in control of this one.
You don't want to get complacent here.
Out of bounds, it'll be Memphis's ball.
Yeah, just couldn't make the connection, but you appreciate their attempt at moving the ball.
17 seconds left in the final quarter. Outside Morant. And so Golden State takes this one, and by a big margin. Well, this might not have been the most competitive game we've ever seen, but you've got to appreciate their masterful performance.
And I'm sure that
they really thought they had a chance tonight.
I gotta get up early tomorrow to wait in line for some barbecue. No overtime tonight, okay?
Hottest team in the land coming through.
Remember, man, we'll be doing a special giveaway at our next home game. The first 15,000 fans to the game will receive their very own day detailed clean trading card. Now, reminder, to come out for our water bottle promotion. Every fan will receive a Maverick logo water bottle. Remember, fans, our next home game will be Rally Power Day, which means every fan in attendance will get their very own Dallas Mavericks towel. Come cheer on your squad and be the sixth fan to the back. We want your time here in it to be enjoyable and incident-free. If you're having an issue at any time that needs to be addressed, please text the word Maverick along with your issue and seat location to 55555. A member of our installation team will respond immediately. Thank you. The National Basketball Association and the Dallas Mavericks are committed to a safe and enjoyable sport.
And both teams going through their pregame rituals, getting loose. And we welcome you to this NBA Cup game. So, Greg, a marquee matchup here tonight. Two of the NBA's best teams with some of the best players.
And it's bound to be a fun one, right? There is elite talent on the floor. In this kind of a powerhouse matchup, both teams are looking to make a statement.
Well, for MP, winning the NBA Cup has been a point of emphasis for him. And tonight's game is huge to reach that goal.
It is, and I'll say this. Every game in the Cup is a big one. And remember, just 4 teams in each conference advance, so you cannot afford multiple losses. The MP will need to be on his A game every game to win it all.
So with Butler sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. Kuminga steps in at the 4 with Green sliding up to center. Todd out there with Stephen Curry. And it's Middleton in at the 3, the small forward. I'll go to David Aldridge, who had a chance to talk with head coach Jason Kidd.
We talked about a lot of things, including how to try and slow down Steph Curry. He said it's the usual stuff. You can't go under screens. You have to contest without fouling. You have to recognize he will put the ball on the floor and drive if you overplay him. That's a lot to account for, guys.
All right, David, thanks. Now here's Bledsoe. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. Pass to Davis, launches a 3. Draymond Green grabs the miss.
And to me, Draymond Green really embodies the idea of a high IQ player. He can read the opposition, predict where a play is going, and those instincts aren't something that can be easily taught to anyone.
Here's Bledsoe after the made shot from Todd. To the middle. And they double up Davis. And here's Marshall from the arc. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
Great feed from Davis, a big guy with nice vision.
Here's Todd. Anthony Davis grabs the miss. Dallas has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Outside for Bledsoe. The 3 ball. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. The question for them right now, can they maintain this winning streak? They've notched 11 in a row.
Just a fun team to watch when you get right to it. I mean, the way they're executing at both ends of the floor, it seems like they're getting better each game. Communication, ball control, ball security, defensively. They are very adaptable, and we've seen how they adjust, always learning and constantly tweaking the winning formula.
And here's Bledsoe following the 3 from Todd. Down low. And Davis throws it down.
Always among the lead leaders in throwdowns. AD's tough around that rack.
And here is Todd. Playing Memphis, he was nearly unstoppable. And Davis sends it back.
Boy, just not scoring with the efficiency he'd like to. Tough quarter for him.
And it's Davis with the jam.
Yes, sir. AD threw it down easily.
And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. A.J. Griffin's checked in for the Mavericks. And Golden State also making a change. Butler's checked in. Now here's Curry. Currently averaging almost 6 points a game. Buries it from 3-point range.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Bledsoe finds Lively.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Dallas moving it around. Outside, Davis. And he uses the glass on the layup. Davis has got 8.
And I tell you what, AD is able to brush off those defenders with ease because of how strong he is. That's what they call weight room.
Now here's Curry. Here's Todd. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. 12 points for T.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Here's Marshall. Really had troubles in the loss to Sacramento. Griffin, no one around him. And the 3 off target. Warriors leading by 3. 1:10 left here in the first quarter. It's Curry outside, and Davis pulls it down.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Marshall gets the bucket.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
A two-way star, AD has led the league in shot blocking on multiple occasions.
Marshall, and he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line.
Substitution substitution on the court.
Pass to Washington. Outside, Davis. Dallas, no good that time either. Golden State's gone 3 of 4 from long range in the game. Well, there's no question, and he welcomes this, that Anthony Davis shoulders a heavy load on the defensive end.
And he should, and he does. I mean, he's a true anchor. He protects the rim. He can guard out on the perimeter. He communicates well. He's got an excellent basketball IQ. And he's a guy that can cover up a lot of mistakes from his teammates.
Setting the floor for the Warriors. Butler out there with Green. Then it's Curry. Then it's Todd. And it's Podziemski in at the 3 spot. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, T in that last outing against Memphis was dominant. He contributed 61 points and, as always, was a force on defense, doing whatever he wanted at that end. He ended up with a stat line he's no doubt proud of, and I'm sure he wants to replicate it again. Kevin?
Thank you, David. You're right. He was a one-man wrecking crew in that one.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same attitude tonight.
Yeah, you know, every night's different. They may try to double him, might force him to adjust, or force him to make plays with the pass instead. We'll see. Well, there's not a better target in all of the NBA than Davis for the alley-oop.
Pass to Todd. That 3 off the mark.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Yeah, tit for tat on the glass. Just one more aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game here.
Washington, that's good.
Boy, he's a stretch 4 now with a dangerous outside shot. Washington loves letting that one fly from there.
Todd misses. So for Dallas, their last game a loss to the Kings.
Hey, they had their opportunities, but let's face it, they choked from the line. Hard to win that way on the road.
Hey, knocking down free throws in a hostile environment is really about the battle of the mind.
Warriors trail by 3. Lets the 3 fly. That will fall for his 7th bucket. 7 for 15 in this game.
He's now matched his three-point total from the first quarter here in the second period. 4 in the game already for him.
And Davis throws it down.
It has got to be terribly frustrating to deal with Anthony Davis when you're guarding him. I mean, you try to get physical with him, you don't give him a clean look, and he still winds up with the bucket and the foul.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State. Kuminga's come in for Jimmy Butler, and Middleton subbed in for Brandon Podziemski.
5, that's right. I did not stutter. 5 threes this half. The D can't contain this guy right now.
Bledsoe passes to Thompson. Bledsoe looking it over. Outside, Davis. And finished off by Davis.
When AD gets going like this, it's almost impossible to slow him down. He's got so many different ways to beat you.
Now, here's Tom. He's got 23. He got it up. And the last-second attempt doesn't fall. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Mavericks lead by 1. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
Their bench has been strong. Guys coming in, accepting their roles, playing well in the minutes they're getting.
I'll take your word on this one.
And let's turn our attention now to the Rookie of the Year race.
The young guys are playing well, but it's a long season.
Thanks for spending halftime with us.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Really an incredible game from T.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column? through 2 quarters, he has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
We've got Thompson. Anthony Davis is out there with Derek Lively. And it's Bledsoe in at the point. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Jason Kidd. Greg, you've been a part of some great contending teams over the years, but what's it like being on a team at the bottom of the standings with not a lot of hope for the regular season?
Well, Kevin, no one likes losing, but it can certainly take a toll. But it can also allow you to play more freely when you know you're bad and you're not having to deal with the pressure of expectation.
Here's Davis. Davis working in the paint.
His ability to dominate games is what makes Anthony Davis a top-tier player.
Pass to Todd. Shoots the 3. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. Middleton's got 4 assists in the game.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots. You have to love the unselfishness on display there. Excellent passing.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for the Warriors. It's a 3-point game. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, thank you very much. Anthony Davis broke his defense down for me. He said, I can block shots, switch on to anybody, guard the pick and roll, I can guard the post, I can guard the pin down. So that's my ability. My ability defensively is to do everything. Kevin?
And he does everything. David, thank you so much.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the results.
That's 3 in a row from out there now, so they've got to do a better job contesting.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
You know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
Marshall with it. Curry meets him. Count that one. And now just a 3-point Warrior lead.
Whatever the defense gives, that's what he takes. A sign of a skilled offensive player.
Back to Curry. Here's Todd. It's rebounded by Dallas. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Pass to Thompson to the wing right side. Another shot, Bledsoe, and he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
I tell you, we're taking a look at some real deficiencies defensively. I mean, they've given up 5 straight good looks in the paint.
Thompson sets the pick for Bledsoe. To the paint for the lead. Here's Davis. Davis with the rebound and the bucket.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Lets it go from deep. And it's Klay Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Rejected by Todd. Launches it. And the call will go against Jonathan Kuminga. We've got a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He has decided it's the right time to talk. Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Hi, Kevin. Well, Jason Kidd going over the plan with his team for the last few minutes. Now with the game in the balance, Coach told his team to play loose. Don't overthink it. We got this far playing our game, and we can win the same way. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. So with Curry sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. They've got Moses Moody, Trace Jackson Davis out there with Butler. Then there's Brandon Podziemski, and it's Todd in at the 2. In the corner, it's Gafford. Pass to Prosper. Now here's Gafford. Jackson Davis defending. Here's Prosper. And Moody pulls it down.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Warriors have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Todd passes to Butler. Golden State moving it around. Todd misses.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession. You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Hey, defense is taking a back burner, secondary on the marquee, but who doesn't love a game like this? Let's go. I like offense.
And Dallas going with a whole new group out there. Different look here for the Warriors. Draymond Green, he's checked in for Trace Jackson Davis. Kuminga comes in for Jimmy Butler. Chris Middleton's checked in for Moses Moody. And Curry subbed in for Brandon Podziemski.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure.
I get the feeling, guys, that he may be sensing that this is a critical time in this game. Wow. What can you say?
Bledsoe with it. On the wing, Davis fires for 3. Good, and Bledsoe gets the assist. Bledsoe's got assist number 7 for him tonight.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of them.
Todd misses. Mavericks leading by 4. Inside, here's Davis, and Davis throws it down.
Nice read by Thompson right there, showing he's more than just a shooter with plays like this.
From deep, and he drops it in. Just a pretty release there from Todd. Todd's got 44.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
Well, that's exactly their plan here in the fourth. Work to find space behind the arc and then bury some threes.
Now here is Davis. 5 on the clock. Ignoring the contact, Anthony Davis.
Poised under pressure to produce at the right time in the big time. AD.
And there's a minute 45 left in the fourth quarter. On the wing, Thompson. Defended by Kuminga. And they recover. Davis with the bucket.
Using that length, Davis turning a miss into a make. Bonus points for his team.
There's the 3, and he hits the triple. 3 points there on the shot from Todd. Todd's got 47 points. And it's Bledsoe with the ball for the Dallas Mavericks. They lead by 4. Down low. And there's Davis. That's good on the assist by Bledsoe.
Davis really going up strong once he's near the basket. Love seeing him do that.
From past the arc. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Bledsoe outside. Pass to Thompson. Fires from deep. It's rebounded by Curry. Warriors have gone 5 of 10, 50% from the field. And again for 3.
Another 3. I'm not sure I've seen a better three-point shooting night.
They just keep pouring in. This is a top 5 all-time single game for 3-point shots made.
AD staring them down.
Good, another from 3.
There it is, a shot that puts him at the top of the record book.
Well, Greg is now tied for the mark for most threes in a single game. In one word, amazing. Pass to Marshall. To the inside. Here's Davis, and Chris Middleton pulls it down.
This isn't a done deal yet, but they have got to move quick.
That's the way to go.
You just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game. Yes.
Bledsoe against Curry. Bledsoe outside. Pass to Davis. Shoots over top. Missed. And regulation now complete. We will go to overtime. And we've got more action coming your way after this. Glad to have you with us as we get going in overtime. Neither team giving an inch in this one. Now Bledsoe. Kuminga steps in at the 4 with Green sliding up to center. Stephen Curry's out there with Todd. And it's Middleton in at the 3 spot.
Well, he's demanding the ball.
He connects again from distance.
The barrage continues, and he's now broken his own record. It's a new mark for the most triples ever in a game.
He said it. If anyone's going to do it, it may as well be me. And he keeps raising the bar. Higher and higher. Triple after triple. Catch him if you can. Lively finds Bledsoe. To the middle. Here's Davis. And it's slammed in by Davis.
Good positioning that time from AD. Working the pick and roll. Beautiful.
Here's Todd. And good. He hits it again.
I can't believe I'm saying this. He's now second in 60-point games all time.
Tapping into his full arsenal. Night in and night out.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
He is delivering a lot of room service dimes tonight. One sweet one after another.
Pulls up on the elbow. That's good from Marshall on the assist by Davis. Marshall's got it all tied up now for Dallas. So it's the Warriors now. Here's Todd. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. To the paint. Here's Davis. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Davis has got 48.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher. And coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
Thompson for 3. The Warriors pull it in. Middleton's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Todd. And the Warriors miss again.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Inside, Klay Thompson.
Fantastic to see Klay Thompson deliver when his team needs a basket most.
And a miss there on the triple from Todd. And so it's Bledsoe. He brings it up for Dallas. 4-point game.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
3-pointer. Good. Another from 3. You can tell he is feeling it.
Kevin, he's on fire.
Here's Davis. Pulls it from the elbow. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
Boy, that's got to be terribly frustrating there. I mean, with the defense not hustling, and he still misses, boy, he wishes he had that one back.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
And they are really racking up the assists in this one.
And their team chemistry is evident. These guys enjoy playing with one another.
He drops the first one, and that will put them up by 2. And so both free throws are good. And it's a 3-point game.
That last free throw was critical. Their only choice now is to go for the 3 to tie.
And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. Pivotal moment in this game. He's not taking any chances. He'll call time. Turning here to our analysts. What factors, guys, come to your mind?
And if you can get a 3, shoot it. Otherwise, get the quick 2 and a 5.
Either way, they got to score the ball.
And here's Bledsoe. From outside the arc. Can't get the 3 to fall. And so we are tied again at the end of overtime. Now we're headed to overtime. Welcome back, everyone, as we continue on a record-setting night.
And a three-point barrage, the likes of which we've never seen. This man is etching his name in the history books.
Hey, we all know what a special talent MP is, but it still blows all of us away, I think, to see what he's capable of on a night like this.
Davis has the open look. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
You know, defensively, you just can't afford to give him that much room. They're fortunate.
Again, what an avalanche!
And he's now tied for the fourth most points in an NBA game all time. He is knocking down everything.
It's truly one of the greatest games in league history. He cannot miss.
73. What a number, tying Wilt and David Thompson. Only Wilt and Kobe have more in a single game.
Boy, and that is a bunch of rebounds for a player who's not the biggest guy out there.
Thompson kicks to Bledsoe. Pass to Davis. Five to shoot. Shoots over top. And it's Davis missing. Warriors leading by 3. Lets it go with a 3. And good! There's another.
Unreal. He's got the fourth most points ever in an NBA game. This man is on another planet.
I mean, what can you say? One of the all-time individual games in NBA history.
And honestly, guys, I don't know how you stop him. I mean, he's into the mid-70s scoring-wise. Wilt's 70.
Good, he hits again.
And that score moving him clear into third all-time for scoring in a game.
Well, G.A., you just knew it was a matter of time the way he's been playing. I'm sure he's not finished either.
Well, he has already cleared Wilt Chamberlain's 78 points. Next up is Kobe's 81. And if he passes that mark, the basketball world is going to be talking about this guy for years.
Mr. Bledsoe. Down low. And it's Davis with the jam.
Boy, you've got to appreciate the passing there. Results in a great look.
Here's Todd. No good on the 3. Mavericks trail by 3. Thompson dishes to Davis. Shoots over top. Count! That shot brings them to within just one.
Watch out, Anthony Davis just caught fire.
Here's Todd. Offline with his three. And so it's Johnson with it. He'll bring it up for the Mavericks. To the middle. Here's Davis to take the lead. And Chris Middleton pulls it down. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. They'll be trying to take as much time off the clock. And another one falls. Amazing.
And that score moves him up in the record books yet again.
He now stands, Greg, alone for second place for points. What an unbelievable night.
To think that he has eclipsed Kobe's mark of 81 and now has his sights set on 100. This is a game you'll be talking about for decades.
A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. And a miss there off the inbound. And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
Yeah, they have to extend the game. I mean, plain and simple. Use every second you can on the clock here.
It's the first, and that puts them up by 5. And so he drops them both. It's a 6-point ball game.
And he just garnered a little bit more insurance there. Very confident as he's able to go up and knock those down.
Pass to Marshall. Here's Davis. He's guarded by Todd. For 3, Bledsoe. Good! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
And we know Thompson can do damage as a scorer, but they're showing off his ability to pass it.
He hits the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And the second free throw, no good. A tough break there. Thompson outside, beyond the arc. Yes! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1. And an intentional foul there stops the clock. Good on the first, and that will put them up by 2. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 3-point game. And so it's Dallas with it.
And no secret here, guys. They've got to get a 3 if we're going to get yet another overtime.
So it's a narrow victory for the Warriors, pulling out the W. And they're off to a great start in the NBA Cup, a 2-0 record in the group stage.
And in this format, you need a third win in the group stage. So with 2 games left, they're in great position.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you later.